This is Cultural Differences in International Trade Summit by me, James Duncan, for Principles of Procurement. Let's see. I chose Japan. The reason was I'm already familiar with language and culture from previous classes, taking Japanese language classes, and a few on the culture directly. So I already sort of had the background necessary for this assignment, even though these classes weren't really focused on sort of the business aspect of Japanese culture, but some things are still relevant. Some more general cultural practices, but more specifically in the business side of things. You don't want to be seen to be the first to leave work, and you never want to leave before your direct supervisor. Sort of on that, avoid directly criticizing or challenging your superiors or supervisors. Kind of word yourself very carefully if you're telling them that their idea is bad. You always want to appear to be working hard, even if there's really nothing to do. Drinking with coworkers after work is very common, not expected as sort of a team building exercise sort of thing. This last one is more just generally in Japanese culture. You don't want to really not necessarily have strong opinions, but you don't want to express strong opinions. Sort of say, not really. If you're given like an invite to something you don't want to go to, you don't say no. You say, I'm not really sure if my schedule will fit. Sort of, as an example. Some more specific practices. Omiyage, which literally means souvenir. After returning from a trip, it is expected that you give your coworkers souvenirs from your trip. Food and especially snacks like sweets from specific to the area you went to are very common. Omiyage. Left there, you got Tokyo bananas, which I've actually never had, but apparently they're very popular in Tokyo. They're quite common for tourists to get. On the right, you got Kit Kat, which are very popular in Japan, and there's lots of very Japanese specific flavors that you can get. This one's strawberry cheesecake and has a sort of Mount Fuji design to the box, which would also make a good omiyage if you went to the Fuji area. Business cards are big in Japan. When you meet someone for the first time, you exchange business cards, and it's very proper. You sort of two-hand business card to the person, you bow a bit, and then when you receive business card, you inspect it, say something nice, and then you sort of put down the table next to you. And you should always have some business cards on hand if you're conducting business in Japan. It's expected that business cards will be exchanged, and the cards should be treated with respect. Disrespecting card is you're disrespecting whoever is represented by the card, so don't just like shove it in your pocket or something. Have like a business card holder or something to keep all your business cards in. Japan, especially in business side of things, really likes paperwork. They still use fax machines pretty heavily. For some reason, I'm not sure why. A lot of stuff could be digitized, but it isn't. And so part of that is Hanko, which is basically like a stamp with your name on it. So when you sign things, you sign it, you write down your name, like signature, but then you also stamp it as well as a sort of an extra step. And right there, you can sort of see some examples. I managed to find some foreign names. It's a bit easier to read, so you can see ones that say Adam Smith, both in English and in Japanese, and other ones that say Robert Johnson. both in Japanese and English, or give you an idea what they look like. These are pretty basic designs. Some can get quite extravagant. Also, Hanko for when you're representing a business and you're signing something. Also used in sort of governmental applications as well. That's sort of out of scope of this. Culture and procurement. Good procurement is all about making a good relationship with supplier, and so you want to research culture to, you don't want to make any faux pas when meeting with a supplier for the first time. It's not a good way to do things. And sort of know the best ways to sort of integrate yourself with your suppliers, sort of start building that relationship early. Lessons learned, not really anything on the culture front. I'm only going off of what I already knew from my previous experiences with Japanese culture and language. Procurement, honestly not much either. Just getting me to think about the value in studying a culture before starting sort of procurement transactions in a foreign country. And that's all.